So I'm going to try and do an update on our website today. Let's go into Bruff, Bookmarks and Drive. I'm checking in as Paul, so I see what you see. Now it just so happens for me that I've got the website as my first quick access file there. You might not have that, so you might need to look in shared with me. I can open it here. I'm going to go straight into Birch Class and scroll down for Paul's page. Does that, doesn't it? You have to be really careful. There. Click away. And there's the page we worked on yesterday. So today we're going to play around with a few more features. Let's try and introduce a table of contents. Just click here on the right and you'll get a message that says add headings and they will appear in your table of contents. So if you go and click inside your box, this one is all about Paul, so I'm going to write about me. Now to make that appear in your table of contents, you need to highlight the text that you want to appear as a content and make it a heading, and look, straight away you've got something there that says about me. Do another one. You can make it a heading before. Oh no, you can't. Let's undo that. You've always got the undo buttons. Where I live. And let's highlight that and make it a heading. There you go. There's the where I live heading already appeared. Let's make this one likes and dislikes. And let's make that highlighted and as a heading. And if we go up to the top, we'll see our likes and dislikes up there. So what that means is when you publish it, if you were to click on any of these, it will take you straight to the point where you need to be on that page. These two aren't that important because they're right below it, but likes and dislikes, it'll scroll straight down to that likes and dislikes section for you. Have a go at doing that. What I want you to do next is pop in another text box. It automatically puts it below the last bit of text or the last bit of a box you've used. I'm going to drag this up. Come on, text box. There it is. Ooh, no, it's not. Can be fiddly. There it goes. I'm going to pop it next to my likes and dislikes. And again, make it a little bit smaller. I like these kind of little handy sizes. I'm going to call this My School. I'm going to make it a heading. I go to Bruff Community Primary School. An English lesson. What type of noun have we got there? It's a proper noun, and because that's the name, the whole name of the school, every word has to have a capital. It's a great school and I love seeing my friends every day and learning lots of new things. So that's a simple text box in there. What we're going to do now is add a button so we can click on a new page all about school. But before we do that, we need to put what's called a sub page in to our pupil page. So if we click on pages, I'm going to scroll down to Paul's page, and on the three dots I'm going to add a sub page. I'm going to call it school and click done. Straight away, you've got the sub page created for you. But we need our button, don't we? When we click back on Paul's page, and we scroll down, and we click back on insert, and all the way down here you can see we've got the button bar. I'm going to call it school. Could call it brush school, doesn't matter. And here we've got a link box. And if I scroll down, I can find my school page and click insert. It's popped it there as it often does, and I can just pick it up, whoa, and drag it to wherever I want it to be. There, that's expanded it to the size of the box. That looks really cool. Now at any time, remember, you can just have a look at what your website looks like. By clicking on publish. Remember though, when you publish, you're publishing the whole page for everybody, all the updates that have been made, so be careful. Let's publish it. And then let's click onto the school homepage. Right down at the bottom, go into the Brough Community Primary School Pupils Rule, scroll down to Paul's page. Look, you can see there's a sub page already set up. And let's try clicking on, yep, the shortcuts bar works. And then can we go into the school page on the button? Yeah, great, all working. Right, see if you can get that to work yourselves. You've got all your headings sorted and you've got a button to go to a school page. Let's have a play around with the school page now. We can try and change the image. Select an image from Google Drive. Let's go into recent. A picture about the school. How about this one? Pop that in. Oh, I like it. And again, you can use this little toggle here to make the picture a bit brighter or darker. Seem to always like it that way. A text box. I don't know what's going on there. Let's take one of those out. Start again. At Brough School, we have lots of fun and do lots of great learning. Nice and simple. Leave that there. Maybe shorten the box a little bit. Now remember, it's your website, it's your web page, so you can build it exactly how you want to. Just play around with all the settings. Why don't we put another text box in? I'm going to scroll up. Here, apostrophe S, here's some of my favorite photos from school. Put a colon because it's kind of a list of photos we're introducing. If we go over to the layouts, we can scroll down. I'm going to choose a 4 picture layout. I'm going to put 4 pictures in. Click on the plus arrow. And we're going to go and select an image from Google Drive. We'll go with recent. And let's have our first image. Nice game of checkers. Select image from Google Drive. And recent. You can take as much time as you want to select the images that you want. Maybe you took part in our Go Ride Day. Let's have another one. Select image. Google Drive. Go to recent again. It'll keep updating the photos the more you scroll through them. Here we go, lots and lots. It's a fun photo. And one last one. Select image. Same routine, Google Drive and recent. And there we go. We like that. Then the last job I want you to do is to put 2 more buttons in. We're going to have to put the pages in for them first. So we're already in school. And again, we can go a sub-page within a sub-page. We're going to call this one English. Done. I'm going to go back to school and click on the 3 dots again. Add another sub-page and call it Maths. We've got our 2 extra sub-pages. They're automatically going to put the same photograph that the school page is on. Let's click back in school, scroll down, and we're going to put 2 buttons in now to be able to find those sub-pages. So insert, button. Oh, done it again. Here we go, English. And the link is going to come up. There's Maths and there's English. There's English. Insert. And we're going to put another one in. Maths. And scroll down until we find the Maths page. There it is. We've got our 2 buttons, and again we can drag them across so that when we come to work on adding our subjects, which we'll work on next week, we've got our buttons lined up and ready to go. Okay, I'm going to publish my page. Click on publish. You can scroll down to see what you've got. There's your photos, there's your buttons. It squashes it all in a bit there because it's on half a screen. Click publish. And away we go. So that's today's lesson. We're working at sentence level. We've been practicing our proper nouns that have got capital letters, commas for pauses, sentence with punctuation at the beginning of the end, introducing a list, even though it's a list of photos, using a colon, lots of grammar work at sentence level, and lots of fab website design as well.